The next exam question, it is like, okay, so they said I discuss the biochemistry of vitamin D under metabolism and function, giving appropriate illustrations where necessary. So for these illustrations is just this, yeah, this. If you learn how to draw this, everywhere good. Understand? Vitamin D. So vitamin D can actually be synthesized from sunlight. Then there are some foods that also contain vitamin D. You understand? Okay, can be synthesized from sunlight. And before we go in, just know that the function is basically what? For calcium regulation. Okay, so let's talk about the biochemistry of vitamin D. So we'll go under what? Talking about the biochemistry, we'll talk about the metabolism, we'll talk about the function and clinical implication. I think that's all. Okay. So we said that vitamin D, first of all, you have to acknowledge it under the classification of vitamins that it falls under, which is fat-soluble. So it's a fat-soluble vitamin. Okay. So it plays crucial role in various metabolic processes and functions in the body. Okay. So here's an overview of its biochemistry. So for biochemistry, vitamin D actually exists in what? Two main forms. Exists in vitamin D2, which is what? Egocalciferol. D2, egocalciferol. This is how to draw it. And sorry, you must actually learn how to draw it. So pause and learn how to draw it, or watch the video and come back and learn how to draw it. Now let me just show you a quizzy of how to learn how to draw it. The difference between vitamin D2 and vitamin D3 is what? Can you see this one? It has a stroke here. This one, there's no stroke. It has a elongation here. Here, there's no elongation. That's just the difference. So just learn how to draw one and note the differences, okay? Now, the next one is what? Vitamin D3, which is what? Cholecalciferol. Okay, sorry, this D2 is what? Produced by plants in response to ultraviolet light. D3 is what? Synthesized in the skin from 7-dehydrocholesterol when exposed to what? Ultraviolet light from sunlight, okay? So you see this is 7-cholecalciferol. 7-hydrocholesterol, sorry. 7-hydrocholesterol. Okay. So let's move. What is the metabolism? Vitamin D undergoes 2 hydroxylation steps to become active. Okay. So what is the first hydroxylation step? In the liver, vitamin D is converted to what? 25-hydroxyvitamin D. Okay. By the enzyme known as what? 25-hydroxylase. Okay. So this is a what? 25-hydroxycholecalciferol. So that cholecalciferol is another name for it. Okay. It's another name for vitamin D3 that is synthesized in the skin. All right. So it's formed from what? This it's converted here to its active form. Okay. So what is the second hydroxylation? You see that from the liver, we are going to the kidney now. So this image actually what contains everything. In the kidneys, this 25-hydroxycholecalciferol or 25-hydroxyvitamin D is further hydroxylated to form what? 1,25-dihydroxyvitamin D or 1,25-dihydroxycholecalciferol. Can you see it? Okay, hydroxylated twice. That's why we're having dihydroxy. Okay, all right. So this is also known as what? Calcitriol. All right, and this is done by the enzyme known as what? 1-alpha hydroxylase. Okay, so calcitriol is the active form of vitamin D1. Okay, so what is the functions of vitamin D? It has several functions in the body. For calcium and phosphorus homeostasis. Homeostasis is balance. Okay, balance. So calcitriol increases the absorption of what? Calcium and phosphorus from the intestine. And this is essential for you maintaining healthy bones and teeth. For your bones to be strong, for your teeth to be strong. If you're having vitamin D deficiency, your bones will be weak, prone to fracture. Okay. Then bone health. It promotes bone mineralization and prevents rickets in children. And it prevents what? Osteomalacia or osteoporosis in adults. Okay. Immune function. Vitamin D modulates the immune system, enhancing the body defense system against infections, and it will also reduce what? Tendencies of inflammation. Okay. Cell growth and differentiation. It regulates cells proliferation and differentiation, and actually plays what? A role in cancer prevention and treatment of cancer. Hormone regulation. Vitamin D influences the production and regulation of several hormones, including the parathyroid hormone of the body. Okay. What are the clinical implications? If there's vitamin D deficiency, it can lead to various health issues. But the notable of this is your bones will be weak. Okay, there will be increased risk of infection because it has an action on the immune system, and it is potentially linked to what? Chronic diseases like what? Diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Okay, so that's it for the biochemistry of vitamin D.